What up, though, y'all? This is Chris, broadcasting to you from the D. And I know it's been a lot developing with Charlie Kirk, but there's been other things happening too, and we got to make sure that we shine some light on those as well. Just to be fair, we have a young woman, 19-year-old Dacara Thompson in Bowie, Maryland. She was slain by an illegal immigrant. Imagine that. Hugo Hernandez Mendez. Now, there's a bit of information out there about it, even though the liberal media isn't doing a whole lot of talking about it. And I'm really wondering why. Aren't they the ones that's always talking about Black Lives Matter? You know, here you have a young sister, 19 years old, and does her life not matter? Right? That's what they're always touting. On cue, they have nothing to say when there's an illegal involved. So let's go over the details. The young lady, she was at home. It was 3 a.m. She told her dad that she was about to go out and get some gas and she'd be back. That was the last time that he saw her. People are upset at the dad, and I think that anger is misplaced. You shouldn't be more upset at the dad than you are at the person who unjustly took her life, especially when he had no business being here. I get being like, why didn't the dad stop her and whatnot? I know that if it's my daughter, she's 19, talking about she's leaving out at 3 a.m., you ain't going nowhere. And if I got to tie her up in order to do so, so be it. But that's also just me talking. It's not my scenario. Ultimately, grown kids are grown. And if she wants to go out, you can plead with her, please don't do this, this is a bad idea, this and that. But you can't stop her from leaving, in spite of how badly you may want to. So I just don't really think that it's fair to blame the father here when y'all know, man. Okay, a lot of y'all women, y'all already know. Y'all not listening to nobody. Y'all don't listen to y'all dad now about anything. So for y'all to be like, oh, the dad should have stopped her and whatnot, that's just unrealistic. All right, and there's many cases where y'all dad warned y'all not to do something and it was gonna have catastrophic results. He told you it would, and couldn't no man, even your father, tell you nothing, so you went out there and did it anyway. So yeah, I don't think it's fair to be angry at the father. She leaves out, apparently she goes and she meets up, there's some sort of footage showing her parking and jumping in with the guy. People are speculating that she was, selling herself. I don't know. I get where people coming from with that, because they're like, she left home at 3 a.m. and she jumps in the car with this guy. What else could she be doing? I get it. I'm not gonna go there just because I just don't think it matters at this point, man. He took her back to some place that he lives with other people there, apparently family members and friends and whatnot. There's been a account given that they heard them in the room engaging in sexual activities, but there was a point where you could tell one of them was not enjoying it. The person who's not enjoying it being her, and this was continuing on. Now, people have said, how were the people in the house with him listening to this and them not intervene? Which is a very fair question. They say, how is it that he's doing this to this woman and he's in a house with friends and family or whatever, and they not getting him together? Nobody's doing anything about it. Some of y'all gonna hate me for saying this because y'all was mad as hell at me for talking about the Colombian woman being illegal, but not being honest don't help nothing. Chances are the people that he there with are also illegal, so they not trying to really rock the boat either, especially over a woman they don't know. Just is what it is. People gonna hate me for saying this, but as I said, man, you can't fix anything by ignoring the obvious. I remember Tom Homan said Oftentimes, when they raid a place to grab an illegal that they've been tipped off about, the other people that are there with them are also illegal. So it's not like I'm just making this up on some bias. I heard it straight from the guy who's actually out there gathering them up. So again, ignoring facts, ignoring the obvious, it doesn't fix anything. So this woman, she is gone. I've listened to her mother speak about her, and she sounded like a woman that had a bright future. I mean, you could say, oh, everyone speaks wonderfully about people when they're gone, they've passed on. Maybe, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any truth in what they're saying. She was 19, had her whole life ahead of her. And now, because of somebody who wasn't supposed to be here, her future is gone. Here's the thing that really got me frustrated about it. This guy, now mind you, he's an illegal. He was arrested, I believe they said in April. So he was arrested earlier this year over a DUI. And here he is back out doing what he's doing. This didn't even have to happen. This did not have to happen. This should not have happened. I have no chill when it comes to this deporting stuff because I'm really exhausted of hearing about situations like this. I mean, senseless crime is senseless crime, and I'm tired of that as well. But it's an extra layer of shitty when a senseless crime is committed by somebody who shouldn't even be here. You got a man that's over here illegally, and he doesn't have the sense enough to keep a low profile. He's out there driving under the influence and gets caught. I don't even know if this man had a license or not. It wouldn't surprise me because they gave the one illegal guy who had the truck accident in Florida, they gave him a commercial license, so it wouldn't even surprise me if this man had a license but didn't have citizenship. So he's over here driving under the influence. I hear that. Oh man, guys they see me out here at the gym, they be having me cracking up, man. But this is a serious subject. It really annoys me that you have somebody that's here illegally and they can't be bothered to keep a low profile. They're out there committing crimes as they're here illegally. You get caught, charged with a DUI, you somehow get out of that. That wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for you to be like, all right, let me chill out. I'm not supposed to be out here acting the way that I am. No, you become more emboldened. And you go from that to taking somebody's life. I mean, nah, man, I'm sorry. I got no chill when it comes to the whole deporting thing. I never will. I'm never, ever going to be okay with people being over here illegally and committing crimes. Especially when they got caught before. Somehow were given grace and then went back to do something else, either similar or even worse, as we see in this case. So no chill. It's never gonna be no chill. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in the comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.